Hey everybody, Weem here. Welcome back to Medieval Engineers. We are now in Chapter 3. I hope you guys are ready to get started. I've got us at our new location. It's actually a different location than I mentioned at the end of the last chapter. I found us a better place. It's got better iron anyway. A little bit more fitting for what we're looking for. So, yeah, let me just show you around. Okay, so I'm at the highest peak of the area that we're in, this kind of immediate area. There is a raised... There's raised terrain right below me. It's not as big as the last place, but you can see that we've got iron and iron out there, and I think, yes we do, we've got some out in the woods out there. So this seemed like a cool spot. Let me actually climb down this hill real quick. Oh, ow. Oh, watch the feet. Jump. There we go. Okay, so I think this area right here is probably a good spot to put down the house. I did build a house in creative mode at the end of the last chapter, and I thought I would just jump in here and get us that kind of quick start. So let's see, I think we can actually put it over by the road. Okay, should just be over the hill here. Yeah. Okay, so the road kind of comes from down there, it winds up here and dead ends, and I think we could put the shack right there. I don't know if it's like a cool enough building to really put at the end of this road, and then again, I don't know if that matters. I mean, I like the idea of something maybe cooler going there. I don't know. Let's actually maybe put it over here. I think there's room to put it here. Let's see. I'm gonna just back out here just a hair, and then what we need to do is bring up the blueprints here. So if you didn't see the last chapter, if you're just getting started, I made the starter shack for us. This is survival mode, but we're going to go ahead and put this starter shack in. It's got beds enough for us to get started, and then we'll have to get everything else ourselves, but let's see. I can bring this in a little bit. It's a little hard for me to tell, but I think something like that's probably cool, and as long as I bring it forward, it's kind of a weird angle to see, right? Oh, actually I can use the tree to help me here. There we go. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. We'll put it a little bit closer to the rock or the wall there. I think let's bury that crossboard from the stairs there a bit. Okay, so there you go. Cool. Now what we've got here is basically 5 beds, one for each of us, at least those of us starting right away. A chest here that's empty, and you can see my inventory. I've got stuff in here. I started at night, so I ran around gathering a bunch of food and everything to get started. So there you go. We've got just a starter shack, something that we can actually come out here and spawn at. In fact, let's do that before I forget. Look at that symbol. That's kind of cool, basic, but you know, I'll take it. So anyway, we're going to get started. I've got a lot of stuff to do. I'm in here before Vortac and Mojo. They will be on later. So I thought I would kind of get some basics out of the way, gather some more stuff, maybe fill the chest inside with some basics, maybe even some food. So I have to think about how to get started here. Okay, we do have the quests up on the right. I'm actually going to turn those off. Let's see, we can do that. Go away. But we know we need to make an axe right off the bat. So let's do that. This is going to be my first axe here. Let's put that here. And I want to start gathering iron, but in order to do that now, since the update, I've got to get a shovel made, and for the shovel made we made timber, so I've got to cut down... Oh, that quest keeps popping up. I've got to cut down some trees to make some timbers to make the shovel, and then with the shovel we can actually dig in areas of iron, and we'll get a little bit of iron, and then from there we can start getting into some research that will let us make picks, and then we can really get to mining. So there's a number of steps in there we've got to do. Let me get to chopping some trees. I don't want to do it near the house there, though. We're just going to go over here. Okay, let's get auto work here. Let's get to chopping. We're going to make sure that we're not going to kill ourselves. Whoop, step back from that. Ah, crunch. Okay, let's see. Let's get another one here if we can. Get to chopping, Weem. Get in there. Clickety clickety. So 2 should be definitely good enough. We'll get a number of timbers from this, and then we can actually start working on the shovel. I think that's what I want to do right away. One of the things that Vortac did last time, is one of the first things he did, was he got into the into basically gathering the iron and the mining essentially. And I don't know that he really wants to do that again this time, because basically he said he wasn't that into it. So anyway, I figured I could at least try and help with some stuff there. Whoa, that guy went down with one chop? It's a little tree. Okay, I've been chopping quite a bit here. A number of these trees, they definitely went rolling down the hill here. And I've got some logs in there, and I've got basically a full inventory on me, so I just need to dump these off. We're losing sun very quickly. Time flies. But I do want to get to making the shovel and then dig right over there. Kind of get this like iron going. So, man, still so much work to do. Okay, so this is all relatively new to me. I'm going to make the shovel now, and what I mean is I've definitely played with the shovel in the previous, 2 videos back, I guess, but just in leveling terrain. But the whole new mechanic of having to dig to get a little bit of iron and everything, I haven't really messed with that too much, and I haven't done like a ton of mining in general. I did a bit in the last time to get a bunch of stone, but the iron, really, everybody else seemed to be gathering quite a bit of. So what I want to do is, I don't like that I'm going to have to dig this area out that's like right by the road, but I think what we may do is maybe like wall it off, or I may make some kind of like fence with timbers around it or something. I'm not really sure, but let's just see how this goes. See how much iron we get, because I've never dug for iron with a shovel before. But it's supposed to be that we get a little bit. So I know I'm kind of digging a little bit of a pit here, just trying to dig like in a circular, I guess, pattern, just to see if I get any like right off the bat. I mean, we're gonna end up digging this kind of deep anyway. Uh-oh, did I just break this? I think I just broke this thing. Okay, I didn't break it, but it's got the yellow indicator on there, which is a good sign, because before this update, a lot of the tools would break while they still had a full green bar. Only sometimes did the bar seem to work. Didn't seem to be a good indicator. But one thing to note is we are getting some iron in here. We've got 8 iron, which is pretty good. I guess I could stop right now. Oh, granted, it is 5 per, right? So let's try and get a little bit more iron. Now, one of the things I did not know until I saw it mentioned today, actually, was that there's a mod that basically makes it so that iron is made at 1 ore per ingot instead of 5 ore per ingot. So you get basically a lot more, a lot more iron for your ore. I kind of like that idea because while it's not terribly hard to get iron once you get it going, it would be nice to get more of it. You do find yourself really having to go after quite a bit of it. So what are we at here? We've got enough for like 2 anyway, 2 ingots, which I think is probably fine. The pick takes 1 or 2. So anyway, I think we're probably good. As the sun is starting to go down here, I think I'm going to leave this hole at that. And then, like I said, I'll probably fence that in some way. Okay, it's been a little bit since I researched the ironworks, but it was 10 ore, so we're good there. Let's see, I needed something not out of there. I just put this workbench down, and I put the research table outside. I needed dirt, that's what I needed. I think that's what it was. Let's double check this. Walking down here. So we were looking at ironworks, and yeah, it requires dirt. That's interesting. Okay, well now we have dirt there. Oh, and I meant to grab the rocks. Come on, we need some of those little rocks. Oh, I didn't save any of those. Right, I ended up clearing space. I was like, we'll grab food. Little rocks are easy to find. Alrighty, well I'm gonna run around here, I guess. Actually, you know, I think we're gonna have this here, right? Let's see. We got 4. Get that guy. Run around this little dirt pile. Keep thinking about what to do here, like cover it with a floor or what. Now I do have a lot of dirt. Technically we could fill that back in with the dirt. That is a thing that we can do. Let's see, what were we missing? We just needed the torch, and I made 2 so I could carry 1. Okay, or I'll take the one out of my hand apparently. Okay, we'll craft this guy, we'll right click it. Now we've learned that. Perfect. So now we should be able to make a few more things. We'll step in here really quick. Indeed, we got the furnace. This is definitely a thing that we want to be making. So I'm going to go ahead and go back outside, gather the stone, gather the dirt. We'll be able to make a furnace. That will be great. And then I think through the night I'll probably gather some more iron so we can make a pick. So this is kind of cool. I just made the furnace. I ran around and gathered the rocks that I needed, made the furnace, and then I was like, what is this thing? Check this out. 3 small stones. Searching through the dirt will often turn up That's cool. So you can actually burn some dirt to get some small stones. That's very cool. Again, I haven't really dug through all of the changes since they've added in, you know, the dirt, basically the shovels, which means you're getting dirt, which obviously some things have changed, right? The furnace is now made with dirt. Obviously now I've noticed this thing, and there's probably other little things as well. I just haven't fully explored those. Kind of looking forward to running into more of those. I'm going to go ahead and step out here really quick. And let's see. Actually, I think what we'll do is we'll just put this probably right here somewhere. I think right next to this is probably cool. Okay, very cool. We'll just drop this in there. And then, unless they've disappeared, and they may have. Yeah, there was a lot of branches around. I wasn't picking them up because of inventory space, but that's okay. We're going to chop some more trees. Anyway, and at some point, many trees will be cut, and we'll be getting plenty more branches to get this lit. I think what I want to focus on right now, though, is kind of digging this out to get a little bit more iron, just a little bit. Then I'll chop some trees to get this thing lit, and I think getting a pick should happen very soon. Okay, I've got, I think like 18 iron put in there. So I actually was gathering iron pretty quick with the shovel. Now, one of the things I noticed was it was making that sound like the shovel was breaking. It's loud tinging, like ping sound. But I think once I got down here deep enough, it seems to do it every time. Kind of like, I think that's an indicator that you're digging and getting iron, essentially. You could see the kind of spots all around in here. Now, one thing to note is once I get down here with the wood shovel far enough and you hit stone, that shovel is just not going to do it anymore. But again, we'll be breaking out the pick to get more iron. But yeah, really crazy. Got all kinds of iron so far pretty quickly. So there's a little bit of a mystery happening for me right now. Wait a second. Do I have my axe and my torch? Wait, what? What's going on here? Is that a thing? I didn't know that. Is that a new change? It might be. That's kind of cool. Okay, well, anyway, before I rudely interrupted myself, there's been this thing going on. I don't know if it's a bug or what. Now, we get weird lighting effects. Like, you can see the bottoms of everything out here lighting up. But even before this happened, just a bit ago, when none of this was lit, that rock was lit ahead of me, just straight ahead. And this is the second time I've seen this, where I saw something in the distance. I was like, what is that? And ran over, and it was like a rock or whatever. I think last time it was something else, maybe one of the bushes. So yeah, I walked over and was like, well, okay, and just picked it up, and it was fine. It was just a normal something. But yeah, it's weird. Like, just every once in a while, one of them highlights as if you're near it. So anyway, maybe some little bug, but I can't help myself but go pick those up because I just feel like they must be like magical, the magic glowing rock. So sure enough, it seems you can actually chop with the torch. Part of me is thinking this is something that I could totally miss, like that I would totally miss. And I'm trying to remember, you know, is this how it was before and I just never noticed? Was that possible? I'm kind of thinking no. It's really weird, but who knows? I don't know. Maybe I missed something. Let me know in the comments if you guys know. It's really weird. I don't think I've ever seen him hold the two things at once, but anyway, I'm definitely a fan if that's a new, you know, something that was just recently added. Work, am I right? I basically had to make another one of these guys. You can see I filled the other one with logs, so anyway, we're going to hammer this guy in. I think I've got maybe like 6 or 7 logs laying around I need to throw in here, but yeah, I think next up is to make iron. Yeah, I've got all the branches I need, so yeah, we're ready to get that thing started. Let's go do that. This was a lot of digging. I make it sound harder than it was. It actually went pretty quick. The shovel actually did pretty well. You can see it's actually kind of nice and flat along the bottom there. Let me see if I can just kind of like hop down in here. You can see I didn't quite, stepping on some dirt. I didn't quite have the inventory space to pick up all my dirt, so I left a little bit of a mess here. But yeah, this kind of worked out pretty good down here. Again, it's a nice pit we could actually fall in pretty easily. But I'll cover it up or something later. But right now I've got 12 iron ingots back in the storage, back in the shack. And with that we'll be able to do some of the research. Is it research I need to do? Can't quite remember. Let's go look. Move it, dirt. Okay, we're gonna go take a peek here. Wait a second, let's look here. Was it this guy? Metal hardening, yes. Iron, axe, pickaxe, yes, all that stuff. So we have this. I've got 2 extra, which I think is enough for this many metal parts. I can't remember. Of course, we have to have a mace. Oh, we gotta make the light too. Okay, so I need a little bit more iron, I think. Let's see. What are you doing, Wayne? That's over here. There's the iron. Let's go throw this in here. Let's see. We're going to throw in... I forgot what the shortcut was to kind of break these into better piles here. Let's see. So we're going to leave the 10 in here. And then we got the 2. So we need to make metal parts. Is that here? I can't remember. Yes. Whoops. What are you doing? The UI has like got me a little bit. I'm kind of used to dragging over here, and I've noticed it's throwing me off a little bit. But it's not bad. It is better, I think, that it's here. I just have to remember to stop trying to get over here and then go, wait, what am I doing? So, okay, we use 1. Ooh, 10. Nice. Okay, so we didn't need, we don't need to go too crazy. But this takes 1, and this one takes 2. So we need 3 more. We can do this one with the sticks that we've got. Let's do that. And then, yeah, that just leaves this guy. So we just need 2 more iron. Or 10 more ore, and again, it hasn't really taken much to do that, so that's cool. We'll throw all of that in there for now, that in there, and then just double check. Yes, so we just need the 2 more iron, more shoveling to do. I got it. I got this. Alrighty, I just researched. What did I just research? I was like, what is it called exactly? Metal hardening. Just finished that up with the last bits of iron I've got. I walked over and dropped this in here. Needed some sticks to make the pick. I actually have exactly 3. So there you go. And the pick. So we now have the pick. Not bad. Man, we are just moving right along. Very, very cool. You can see I've got a lit up tree. Like, I think that's a little pile of rocks. So the mysterious like highlighting of objects, it seems to be kind of increasing. The longer I play, the more this happens. There you can see some more down there. So anyway, very bizarre. Okay, now that I've got the pick, we can actually come down in here and try and get some more iron, because I definitely burned through a lot of it. Now, one thing I have to watch out for is the road is on this side. I don't really want to tunnel under that too much. The shack is that direction though, so maybe I'll go this direction if I'm going to be kind of digging this out. The pick really kind of digs into this. I don't know if it's digging... I think it's actually digging more than it used to. I know the shovel seems to do really well as well. It really didn't take that long to dig this out, so it's very effective. Plus, it actually was pretty easy to make it flat in here without using the stakes and rope and everything. Although I do plan on doing that a bit later with some landscaping that I've got planned. But for now, anyway, this was actually pretty straightforward. Okay, I had a bit of an idea having dug a bunch of this out, and obviously I need to dig more of this, right? I mean, we want iron, and there's obviously a lot more we can get out of here, but we do have a couple other sources of iron. So part of me is thinking like maybe I should use this as almost like a basement, and that I could actually put a couple of the storage guys down here for, say, timber, or maybe rock or something. Maybe that's what we do. Like, we could turn this into a mine, right? We dig down here far enough. Maybe that's the better idea. I thought that I could bring those guys down and say, yeah, we could store all the wood down here, but it kind of makes more sense if we're going to be digging this out. I just talked myself out of this idea. You just witnessed this few seconds of me talking myself out of something. So anyway, yeah, I think that's going to be better. Maybe we'll store rocks down here and plan on this being like this mine that we just continually dig down into. Maybe this gets really deep. That might be kind of fun. We could build maybe some structures down here. I definitely want to build some support and everything. I don't know how we may cover this. I kind of like the idea of just doing a fence around it with timbers, so it's just kind of open for you to look down into. So maybe we'll stick with that. But I definitely want to get down here and get to some of the stone, because we don't have that yet. I haven't hit like rock yet, so we're not getting stone in that sense. It's funny, I'll say the shovel's not suitable, but then it will work, like, right next to the area. Ooh, I was just talking about rock. Cool, so we can kind of maybe dig this down to the rock level, level it a bit so that we can have a place to put some of the storage containers somewhere. Just have to kind of figure out which way to mine. Maybe we come down in here and it turns and it goes down that direction. Maybe that's what we do. And then up here I can just dig partly into this enough to make a little pocket to put a couple storage containers for rocks. Maybe that's what we'll do. I'll try to level this out. You see those rails up there? They're looking pretty good, I think. I don't know. They're okay. They work. I think they're not symmetrical or anything, so that's going to drive me a little bit crazy, as you guys know. But I'll get to replacing those at some point, and I think we can make those look a bit better. But, oh, there goes some dirt. Ah! Oh! When your inventory is full, it kind of falls around you. But if you've got ground above you, I've noticed it will pop out there. You, move over there. But anyway, yeah, there's some more dirt up there. Tumbling down. Maybe I should stop and empty my inventory. But I'm pretty excited with how far we've progressed. Got quite a bit of stuff done here. Vortac and Mojo should be on here a little bit later. I'm going to fill them in on everything that's been going on. I'm going to have some links down in the description for both of them. So I'm hoping you guys go check out their videos as well. They will be recording here. If you haven't seen them before, they do very good work. Looking forward to seeing what we can do around this place. I think it's a pretty cool spot, so yeah, a lot of cool things we could do here. Let's see, what else? I am on Twitter. For those of you who are on Twitter, I am there at the Weem. I answer to all tweets sent to me, so if you guys want to chat with me, that's definitely a good place to do it. Let's see, was there anything else? Just a quick update, I suppose, that I won't be doing this daily like I did the last series. I know I mentioned this at the end of Chapter 2, but for those who didn't see that, the idea is to just do this one whenever I feel like it, instead of doing every single day. It was a bit much, but anyway, I think that's about it. We're gonna leave it at that. I do want to thank you guys for watching as always. I really appreciate it, and we'll catch you next time.